If you're feeling overwhelmed with everything you need to do and maybe you're pulling your hair out, although I don't have any hair, this video is for you. I've got some solid strategies for how you can truly get things done when you're overwhelmed. Now, the first tip I have for you is probably going to seem rather odd, but I want you to hear me out. I want you to stop. Literally, stop. You're trying to do all these things for your business, for your colleagues, for your customers, for your family, whatever. And you're going and you're going and you're going to what end? You are going to burn out, my friend. You are going to burn out. I know you've got a lot to do. People are counting on you. You've got things to do. If you don't take care of yourself, if you don't stop, you are going to be in for a world of hurt. I promise you. I deal with this with clients all the time. It goes against what you want to do, what you feel must be done. But trust me on this. When you're overwhelmed, you need to stop. The second thing you need to do is you need to check in with yourself. How are you feeling? Are you happy? Are you really happy running at this pace, at this breakneck speed, trying to please everyone? Because if you are not happy, you are not going to be your most productive self. So check in with yourself. Ask yourself, am I happy? How am I feeling mentally, physically, spiritually? Ask yourself, how do I feel? And most importantly, ask yourself, why? Why do you feel overwhelmed? Why do you feel stressed? Why are you not happy? I just told you to stop. Now I want you to check in with yourself. I want you to do a deep dive. I want you to dig real deep and find out the answer why you're overwhelmed. There's a reason why you're overwhelmed. Don't tell me, Mark, I have a lot of things to do. There is a fundamental reason why you are stressed. There's a fundamental reason why you can't get things done because you're doing too much. Why? Really spend time figuring out your why. Understand why you are overwhelmed. Chances are you're doing too much. That's why you're experiencing this overwhelm. So I have an exercise I share with my clients. I'm going to share with you on this video. It's called the ODAE exercise. ODAE. It stands for outsource, delegate, automate, and eliminate. Here's how it works. Over 3 to 5 days, I want you to write down everything you're doing at home and at work. Everything. I don't want you to judge it. I don't want you to edit it. I just want you to write down everything you do. Now, at the end of the time, I want you to gift yourself 60 to 90 minutes of undistracted time. And I want you to look at your list. And I want you to go through it line by line and ask yourself, can this item be outsourced? Then I want you to put an O next to it. Maybe the item can be delegated. I want you to put the letter D next to it. If it can be automated, put the letter A. If it can be eliminated, I want you to put the letter E. Then I want you to actually go and outsource what you identified can be outsourced, delegate what can be delegated, automate what can be automated, and eliminate what can be eliminated. Now, we have great search engines. Google's the biggest search engine in the world. You can literally go to Google and type in, how do I outsource X? How do I delegate Y? How do I automate Z? And you'll get plenty of answers, I promise you. We live in an age where automation is king. Don't be doing things manually that you can automate because it is causing you overwhelm. That's why you're watching this video. Figure out how you can outsource those things that can be outsourced, delegate those things that can be delegated, and automate those things that can be automated. Now, personally, my favorite letter is the letter E of eliminate. Are you doing things that don't need to be done anymore? I mean, I catch myself doing this all the time, and I'm a solopreneur, and I'm like, why am I doing this? And here's the easiest way to eliminate something. Stop doing it for a couple days. The world hasn't stopped. The world hasn't ended. Try it for another week. If it still hasn't affected world peace, then eliminate it. And if you do find out you need it, just add it back into your routine. It's not that difficult. Now, the final point I want to leave you with on this video is be sure to schedule time for you. I want you to schedule time for napping, for relaxing, for reading, for going on a walk or a run. Don't hope that you have time for this in the course of your day. I want you to schedule it. You are overwhelmed because you're doing too much. I want you to gift yourself time to just do nothing. Maybe you surf on social media. Maybe you just sit on the back porch and look at life. Look at the wildlife. Look at the flowers. Look at the sky, whatever. You need to take care of yourself, because if you keep going at the pace you're going to break down, and then you're really not going to be able to serve your clients or your family members. So my big takeaway from the video, which I hope you got, was if you are overwhelmed, it's because you're doing too much. So you need to stop. You need to step back, figure out why you're overwhelmed. Ask yourself if you're happy. Go through the ODAE exercise, which is going to free up time for you to be able to take a collective breath. Now, don't fill that time with other nonsense. And then I want you to schedule time for you to relax, to exercise, to read. I know you have a lot to do. We all have a lot to do. But if you are not intentional about what you have to do and how you're doing it and how you're feeling, you're going to get overwhelmed. And when you're overwhelmed, you can't get things done. Now, I want to thank you so much for watching this all the way to the end. Thanks so much for your attention, for the content you just consumed. I have to say that because I don't know if you watched the video or listen to the audio, but I do appreciate your time and attention. Before you go, head on over to my website, MrProductivity.com, M-I-S-T-E-R, MrProductivity.com. Everything you want to know about me is at MrProductivity.com. Until next time, stay positive, stay productive.